In this short video, I wanted to share with you some of the things I wish I'd known before I started my first businesses. Now, starting a business is an incredible moment, but we also know it's an incredible emotional roller coaster. 1 minute it can give us that highest enjoyment and thrill, but the next moment it can be unbelievably challenging, throwing us curveballs and the unexpected in our direction. Now, the life of an entrepreneur is not straightforward, as many of you know, but many of us will also think that actually we wouldn't want it any other way, although perhaps ideally with a few less obstacles and dips. Now, looking back to when I started my first businesses, there are a few things that I wish I'd have known in more detail. At that time, I didn't know what I didn't know, but I had good people around me to help me and to answer my questions. Now, in my role as a mentor today, I hear many people say that they didn't even know the questions to ask when they started, so how would they ever have known how to get the right answers or the right guidance or support? Well, what I do know now is that there's a few things that could have saved me and will also save you time, money, and I guess a little bit of stress. So these are a few things that I wish I'd known in greater detail, or perhaps fully appreciated the impact that it would have on me back when I started my businesses. So I thought, well, if I could go back in time to meet myself in the time machine, there are a few things that I'd share with myself, and therefore I'd like to share these with you. Firstly, and it's a big one, you don't need to know everything before you start your business. You will never have all the answers, and it's common that we have to wear all the hats when we start our business, but deep down we know we are not perhaps the best to do certain roles. What is important is that if you're willing to learn and you have an open mind, you can adapt and surround yourself with good people who can help you plug those gaps. The second area is that to remind you that you're always marketing, and that marketing starts from day one or from today. Don't wait until your product or your tools, such as your website, are perfect to then start getting your word out. But start today and constantly build your audience, build your lists, build your pipeline, build your brand profile, both personally and as a business. Share your stories, share your progress with case studies, and share your go-to knowledge that will gain you trust and respect that as a result will be pulling your prospects towards you. The third area is a reminder that cash is king, which I believe we know, but turnover is vanity, profit is sanity, cash is the reality. And the profits that you may generate tomorrow mean nothing actually if your cash dries up and you can't pay your liabilities that are due. So know your numbers, keep accurate books up to date, and have an eye on your cash flow at all times. Then there's the consideration of perfectionism. Perfectionism can paralyse your progress. So realign your thinking. Instead of aiming for perfection, focus on continuous improvement, as your product or your service is always evolving. I always say that your product development should align with your market development. And this may mean a pre-launch, a soft launch, a market test, or something similar to learn from as you build out your offering. Now, a reminder that time is also your most valuable asset, and that's my fifth point. This is my biggest learning in my early years, and I wanted to help everyone at that moment, and I wanted to be everybody's friend. However, in reality, it was to my detriment, as I could not focus on myself and the high payoff activities that I really needed to do and what I needed to concentrate upon. So I encourage you to learn one thing, and that's the ability to say no. No to the wrong customer, no to the things that will waste your time, and focus on what truly matters and look to automate, delegate, or outsource everything else to plan your time really effectively. Ideas are easy, shiny things are attractive, but my next point is that the right execution is what it's all about. Now, you may have a brilliant idea, but it actually means nothing without discipline to execute what is required to make it real and bring it to life. So consider your vision, your mission, and your purpose. Identify your high payoff activities and focus on the proactive activity that influences what I call your success drivers. So yes, be creative, be innovative, but avoid looking for new ideas every single minute. Be wary of those new shiny things, as they are most often distractions and not really the golden bullet you hope for. The seventh area is to expect failure as part of your journey. Setbacks are your best teachers, really. Learn and pivot and keep moving forward, because every outcome is a lesson. Whether that's positive or negative, every result teaches us something valuable. So execute your activity and you'll get results. And it may not be the outcome that you wanted, but every outcome presents a learn. Something to repeat, something to tweak, or something to avoid forever or just for now. Now I encourage you to embrace setbacks, as these steps are often those in disguise. Now balance your hustle of self-care. Your business will thrive when you prioritise your well-being. You can only best run a healthy business when you're a healthy leader. We often think it won't happen to us, but burnout is very real. And take it from me, it can creep up on you once that stress pot is filled. More than when you're filling your energy pot. Now, like many other business owners, you may find it lonely at the top. So have good people around you. These may be your advisors, your supporters, those that listen, those that help. And when you need it most, please make sure you ask for it. Got a couple more thoughts. The ninth thought is to think about know your real numbers. It's something that I'm really passionate about. I was lucky in my career and my training before I started that it taught me much to know about my numbers in my financial accounts. However, what I learned beyond the theory was that reality was in the numbers in your P&L. They're all about outcomes, and they're influenced by other numbers. So for example, your turnover is an outcome number, and it's likely to be influenced by the number of people you sell to, the number of times they buy, and your average order value. For me, these things in business come back to a number, or many things in business come back to a number. So of course you've got your financial, but what about the delivery times, your customer satisfaction ratings, your team happiness score, your service level agreements? So what are your real numbers in your business? And the last point I wanted to make in this, as something I want to know, is to know what you really do and what you solve in terms of your customer's pain, problem, fear, want, need or desire. A great example of this is a website designer. They offer websites, but their customers seriously do not want a website. They want an outcome. And if they could achieve that outcome, such as more leads or automation, then they wouldn't want the website. So what do they really do? Well, these are just some of the thoughts I'd like to share in this video. And hopefully I've answered a few questions, but I also answer a few more questions on my website with my knowledge base. So take a look and ask my chat assistant for your question, and hopefully I'll have an answer that's helpful. Now, if you're starting your own business or reflecting on your existing business, then as always, I hope these thoughts are helping you to avoid some of the pitfalls I encountered. I truly love entrepreneurship, and I'm sure that you do, or you will do soon. So this moment in time, I just wish you every success, and that success has to be defined by you.